what it is, y'all. Y'all already know it's another episode, Culture Talk TV, and this segment is Backyard Barbecue with Friends. And this is where we kick it with some of the coolest people on the planet, man. And today, our special guest is Big Ja Banks in the building, man. How you feeling, Ja?
We're good. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. So it's another day, you know, we're enjoying the weather. We out here working, as y'all see. So we just gonna, tap in. So tell me about your day-to-day. Like, everything good? You all right? You feeling good?
Everything is good. I feel amazing. I was performing last night, so I was tired this morning. Okay. So I didn't make the gym, but I still worked. And I work from home, so it was pretty chill. And then I just got ready to come here and talk to you.
Nah, definitely.
The day was good.
So pretty much a sacrifice for a sacrifice. Like, you sacrificed and went to the show, but you sacrificed the gym.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
But
So
I'm here in the morning, though.
Okay. That far. Hey, she's serious about that gym, y'all. Okay, then.
Right.
Nah, for sure. So how we like to start off, I like for you, let me just pick out, and I want you to see this so you can vouch. All right, so as you see, we have different stories to choose from. So, all right, so you're just gonna pick 1, 2, 3, or 4, and then I'm going to read off the story, and then you give us a story about it. All right, so 1, 2, 3, or 4?
1.
1, okay. Tell us a story where you made a song and manifested things in your life through the power of your lyrics. All right, y'all. You know that tonight's episode is sponsored by Sister Sarah Fried Garlic Crab. If you want some seafood, the best seafood, some fried seafood, don't forget to tap in to Sister Sarah Fried Garlic Crab. If you want a discount code, don't forget KTTV. That's KTTV. And I'm not going to tell you what the discount price or amount is. You got to get there for yourself and find out. But don't forget the discount code is KTTV. Go get your discount. Tell us a story where you made a song and manifested things in your life through the power of your lyrics.
I like that. I like that a lot. So, my most recent song that I just released, Gold Digger. And I'm just talking about being a woman that has her own, that's independent, that's a gold digger, that's chasing her goals, that's accomplishing her dreams and going after everything that she wants. And since I've released that song, so many people have fallen in love with it. And I won't say people are just giving me things, but from the amount of work I've put in, plus the manifestation, plus the work I put into the song, the visuals and everything, my life has shifted in a major way, in a good way. And I've been receiving so many opportunities, and I'm just expanding in many different ways, and it's amazing to see.
That's what's up. So pretty much when it comes to you, so you are a firm believer that words have power.
Words are very much powerful.
Okay, so when it comes to music, how delicate do you think people should choose, the type of music they make? Since, like you're saying, since you know for a fact, things can actually come from your music. So, what's some, critiques or advice you would give artists on how to make music that they want to either reflect their life or things to come from that music?
I would say, if we telling you and you know for a fact that the tongue is powerful, your words are powerful, I would say to write what you want to bring to life, to write what you want to see, versus wishing bad on other people or talking down on other people. Like, yes, you could pop your stuff, yes, you could, do the fun music and do the club music and stuff like that, but I would say make it in a way where you're literally manifesting more positive things, or just more ways for you to expand or bring better things, better people, better experiences into your life, versus doing the mundane
nonsense,
that people make every day. And I'm not gonna lie though, I don't judge. I've made some crazy nonsense, and but I've learned from it.
Definitely. And I would like to, also share a story. So, well, I used to do music, so I'm not really going to relate this more towards music, but of course towards words having power. So I can say that for sure, certain things that I have said about like my brands or my businesses or the podcast, like, I told myself, I was like, man, I'm gonna have the biggest podcast in South Florida, All right, y'all. Tonight's episode is sponsored to you by D1H Apparel. You can't forget, if you need some drip, you need to get fly, you want one of the custom masks with that D1H on the side, and tap into D1H Apparel. Get you some masks, get you some gear. Don't forget, your discount code is TIME. 15% off everything you buy. So the discount code is TIME, as in time. You're gonna get your discount code with D1H Apparel. Y'all tap in, man. They lit.
Right.
And it's like, telling myself that, and then just seeing the little changes that's showing me, oh, you're on your way to what you're talking about. I see it, or I'm seeing, and it's like, it's a great feeling, It is. It's a great feeling. And then it's kind of like what I heard today was, the tongue is like a superpower. You know what I mean? You can command things to happen.
Literally.
You know what I mean?
On my way here, I'm in the car just saying affirmations to myself.
See?
Just because.
Nah, that's dope. That's dope. That's
so
how
I definitely get it.
Yeah, you know how real it is, for sure, for sure. Nah, so I definitely think that, the power of the tongue is so important, especially for artists, and not even artists, public speakers, people that have any type of platform, you know what I mean? Just
any type of influence.
Yeah, any type of influence.
You gotta be careful with what you say.
Right. Because shoot, like you said, talking down on somebody, that turn around and talk, life talk down on you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like you like, dang, where this come from?
Exactly. That's why, like, I just be careful with whatever I'm saying. When people ask me stuff about certain situations or certain people and stuff, I watch what I say, because I don't want nothing coming back on me. I don't want nothing happening in my life. I'm like, I ain't with it.
That's real. So now, that's a little segment that we have called Story Time. But I like to get into another segment called Have You Ever? Have you ever? So guys, if you guys have not ever heard of the game called Have You Ever, it's pretty dope. It's pretty lit. So I'm gonna let her see again, So this is from a Rebel Love Connection. This is all the Have You Evers.
Okay.
All right. So what I was gonna do, and we're definitely gonna do this next time. But what I was gonna do was I was gonna have 3 shots. I was gonna have was it gonna be 3 shots or 4 shots? And whoever drinks 2 shots loses.
Okay.
Because we ain't trying to get, what I mean? So, all right, so we're gonna pretend like we got the shots, y'all. So this is from Rebel Love Connection. This is her segment. The first segment was from Von Rebel. So the first segment for the story time was from Von Rebel. The second section is from Rebel Love Connection. All right. So we're gonna pretend like we got